How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another West Bromwich Albion save. We're continuing our Up the Baggies series, as I've now called it, because, you know, we're Albion fans. We've got to be up the Baggies and whatnot. My name's Dan, aka D-Boy, and let's have a little look at where we left things off. So, last episode, we had some... Oh, God, where were we? All right. So, last episode, we played Fulham, Coventry, and Southampton. 7 points from 3 games, not too bad. And in between that gap, I've managed to continue our fantastic run. It's been going amazingly so far in the league. 4 wins, 2 draws in that gap. It's looking really good for us in the Championship. You know, we're having a really good run so far. We haven't lost a game since Sunderland. We've got Sunderland coming up today, so hopefully we can get our revenge, get another win, and keep the form going. However, today we are starting things off with our FA Cup third round draw against Yeovil. Let's have a little look at the team that we're using. So we've gone slightly rotated, mainly because they're in the Vanarama National. It seems a little bit harsh to maybe go full on first team against them, but we've got, you know, we've got a few regulars in there. Anyway, we've gone for Verbruggen in goal, Laborda, O'Shea and Reece Oxford as our back 3. Wing backs, we're going for Taylor Gardner-Hickman and Eric Carl. Centre mid, we've got Handel and Yukushlu, Wallace on the right, Sarmiento on the left, and we've got Tavares up top. The bench, we've got Griffiths, Furlong, Townsend, just in case the boys that are on the pitch can't do the job. And we've put one of our youngsters, Caleb Taylor, he's filling in. One of our summer signings as well is on the bench as well today. We've got Puchstas, young American lad, and then Dean Garner and DK, also to help see off the job if we can't beat things. Also, what do you think of the new look that I've got for my setup in this? We've downloaded the, as you can see, the little icon here. We've got the Zealand skin loaded on Football Manager, and I just say I'm a pretty big fan of it. I'm keen to see what it looks like in game as well, but this is what we're rocking with. We've got Yeovil. You'd like to think that this is an easy win for us, but we've been punished before in these scenarios. Let's just see how we get on though, and hopefully we can come out of it with a nice win and get through to the 4th round. Speaking of the 4th round, the draw is today, so we can actually see who we're going to get. And people really want us to get Wolves, and to be honest, I'd quite like to see that too. Now, we didn't really look too much at this before, but hello everybody, Jim Maggleton here. I'll be your host with the most for the Emirates FA Cup 4th round draw. It's hard to believe this year's edition of the competition is the 153rd, and it's a privilege to be in this position today. Very nice. I'll just advance it, so I just button mash it until we see our team. Swansea v Crystal Palace. You'd think Palace there, but Oxford v Newcastle. Unfortunately for you, Oxford, that's going to be a nasty one. Rotherham versus Watford. Fine. Everton versus Hull. Are we going to be right at the end of this draw as well? Brentford versus Blackpool. Bristol Rovers v Norwich. Cardiff v Burnley. Birmingham or Leeds versus Preston. Wolves. This is the one we want. This is the one we want. Leicester, bollocks. Fine, never mind. West Ham v Southampton. Sheffield United versus Blackburn. Colchester versus Yeovil. Town or West Brom. So we're going to be playing Colchester or Yeovil. No, we are playing Yeovil. We're going to be playing Colchester if we win today. Let's just sim it to the end because that's not worth watching the rest of them. You'd like to think you'd like to think we can win this fixture. We should be able to beat Colchester as well if we get through. But we know how these games can be sometimes, and we know how FM likes to screw us over sometimes as well. So all we can do is hope that today goes well. I'm sure it will, though. I'm sure we'll be fine. Oh, I can pick another 2 subs. What an idiot. Let's go for Swift and Grant. Why not? Cool. You'll be alright, Phillips. Just resting you, Phillips. That's all it is. Anyway, here we go. 3rd round of the FA Cup. We are against Yeovil Town away. So this is nice. Going to Hewish Park. Very nice. recent praise has got to be justified, boys. Let's have a good game. Oh, we're wearing our red as well. Very nice. Do you hope your team can produce today? Yeah, we're in a good place. It's just a simple case of squad rotation. That's all it is. And I also need to... Let's just get to the kickoff. Get the sounds on. Get the replays on. Here we go. Oh, yes, it's got this new look as well for our pitch thing. Oh, very nice. And this is my favourite thing that he includes on here, so the quick sub, because it's so much easier to work with. Latest scores. Oh, we can give ourselves a nice big screen there. It's nice. That's all good. The dugout. Latest scores there. That's all good, and I would want the league there when we can get it. Anyway, let's get on with the game. Come on, boys. For Christ's sake, Sarmiento, it's like you made a glass, lad. Bring on... I mean, you can't really make a mistake with these two. I'll bring on Grady. Make me proud, lad. Make me proud. Can't believe we've had an injury already. Reckford on the ball for Yeovil Town. He plays it over to Williams and he launches it forward and Laborda intercepts nicely. He plays it forward to Gardner-Hickman. Sends it to Yakushlu. He plays it through the middle and Tavares is running onto it. Lovely control and an easy finish, and that is 1-0 to West Brom against Yeovil. Feels bad kind of celebrating this sort of win, maybe. That's if we win. I'm getting too cocky already. West Brom on the corner. Diangana. He can go near post. He does go near post. Cleared by Williams, but only as far as Diangana. He brings it into the box. Plays it to Handel. Handel with the shot. Bottom corner. 2-0 up in 21 minutes. That was a nice finish as well. One thing I'm liking about Handel, actually, during the games I played in between, he was having lots of shots himself and getting more confident from outside the box. So I'm hoping to see lots more of long shots from him. Laborda plays into the middle. Stevens finds Hall, but Yakushli tackles and Handel plays it over to Oxford. Oxford wide to Carl. He plays it through the middle to Tavares. Good control and manages to kick it over the goal. What a shame. What a shame. Something going on over here, actually, I'm not that big a fan of. Can I? Yeah, there. Just want to make that a little bit neater over here. This is such menial shit to be doing, but it's important. That looks good. That's fine. XG history. That's also fine, unless I can do that. That's better. Match stats. Love it. Gardner-Hickman on the throw. Throws it to Wallace. Gets tackled by Staunton, but wins the ball back. Plays it in the middle to Tavares. Hits the crossbar and foul just in front of the line. Was that a penalty? No. Wallace on the ball again. Plays it wide over to Handel. What will he do with it? Plays it to Carl, and that is a wayward shot from the Swedish man. Oxford over the free kick. Plays it to Handel. He goes to Yakushlu. Sees Wallace in loads of space. What a rocket. Very nice. 3-0 up in the first half. This is some good stuff. I'm sure I turned replays on. Did I not? Yeah, replays are on. Hang on. Replay events. Oh, it's turned all the replay events off. No, we want goals. Worthington clears. Reckford clears now. Linton on the ball, moving forward for Yeovil. Plays it to Worthington. Finds Scrimshaw, moving into the West Brom box. He goes for goal. Nice little goal for Jake Scrimshaw there. And a goal just before the break for Yeovil Town. I have such a negative attitude on all this stuff. I'm certain that we're going to lose this. I feel so certain. Just because of things like that, I'm like, oh God, it started. They're going to destroy us, ruin our good run. Should be fine. We'll have a word with them at half-time, eh? We'll have a word with them. Well, there we go. 3-1 at half-time. Not bad, though. Yeah. What are you getting confused about? Yeah, you're playing well. Uninterested. I might take off uninterested and demotivated over here. Although he seems fine. He just seems demotivated by what I said, which is understandable. I'm going to bring on Caleb Taylor. Bring on the lad. Bring on the Ute. You can play there. That's fine. Bring on the youngster. And individuals, let's just say to him, There's no pressure on you today. Just enjoy your debut. Hopefully that keeps him calm and makes it a nice, easy game for him. Dominating the stats as well, which is very nice to see. Again, I completely appreciate they are a Vanarama national team, so we should be dominating the stats. This is what I'm talking about. Nice, quick sub. TGH, you're looking complacent. Darnell's looking focused. And I get it. This, again, is probably pretty pretty mediocre sort of game to be making these sorts of changes, but I just like the consistency of people not being distracted. We've already done 4 subs. Is this going to be... we have to do our 5th one now? Because if so, I'm happy with how it is and I might leave it there. And just let them see out the game. Nice and easy. Hopefully it goes well. It's going to be fine. We're 3-1 up. Why do I speak? Williams on the ball for Yeovil. Plays it wide to Hunt. He plays it forward and Scrimshaw's got a little bit of room. Plays it back. Now Worthington tries to cross the ball in. Cleared. Stevens with the long shot. Sends it wide. Verbruggen's had a decent game. Nothing disappointing with how the boys have been. Here we go. Carl with the throw in. Maybe the last highlight. Caleb Taylor on the ball. Plays it back to Carl. And he plays it forward. Williams picks it up and sends it back to Webb. He gives it to Hunt and he plays it through the middle. And Taylor is having to chase down Scrimshaw now. What's he going to do with it? Carl tackles and sends it to Verbruggen. He launches it up to Daryl Dike, who gets on the head of it and plays it to Yakushu. He finds Diangana moving forward. Plays it to Wallace. Beautiful team goal. 4-1 against Yeovil. That's got to be it. Completely wrapped up, surely. This was a really nice team goal here. Nice ball in there. Good dummy from DK so Diangana can run onto it. He plays it wide to Wallace. Lovely. Tap in finish. Easy goal for him. Very nice. That's got to be things wrapped up. There it is. 4-1 against Yeovil. Easy win. Knew it would be. Knew it would be easy. Nice work, everyone. Really good work. And that means that it's going to be us against Colchester in the next round. Which is very nice. Yeah, some lovely goals there from the boys. Sarmiento's out injured, 3 to 4 weeks. The man is made of glass. He's been injured like 3 times since we've had him. We look at his, where is it? Developments, no, reports, medical report. Yeah, he's been here since then, right? So he pulled his groin, twisted his knee, sprained his ankle twice, and a tight hamstring. Yeah, useless. Nice 100k, and yeah, we've got Colchester away. You would have liked for them to have got it drawn against us so they can get a nice big boost, but League One team, again, should be very straightforward. And yeah, can't see us having any issues with it. Let's just do this press conference, get this out of the way. Today's result, yeah, we're through. Amateur, yeah, he was fantastic. Yeah, Laborda was good. Very nice. Cool, so I guess we will see you in the next game, which is against Sunderland. And here we go, jumping into the second game of today's video. We have got Sunderland at home. Fortunately, we are without Eric Kyle because he's just been called up to international duty. It's a little bit frustrating because I was hoping he'd be available for it, but not a bother though. We can bring on Moat. Put Moat on the bench. Why not? Might be good to have a bit more depth in centre mid as well this time round. Hopefully we don't get any injuries to left backs though. That would be incredibly frustrating. Anyway, let's dive into the game. We've had a couple of injuries as well. Handel got picked up a little bit of an injury recently and so did DK, so I'm resting them. Oh, I want to swap you for Griffiths as well actually. Before I did that, thank God I remembered that. Here we go, into the Sunderland game. They've got David Button as well, who was our goalkeeper last season, who had some very temperamental performances with us, let's just say the least, and he is starting for Sunderland. They've also got Tony Mowbray, ex-West Brom manager. Hopefully we can let them come to our place and ruin their day. That's what I'm hoping for. The boys are in good form. Let's keep the winning going. We're in excellent form at the moment. I want to see that continue, please. That's a point. We'll change average positions to league table. They've dropped out of the top spots as well, which is quite handy. Østergaard plays it to Oxford. He launches it forward to Grant. Grant's got a little bit of space. He's tackled by Fiamozzi, and that's played in the middle. And now Sunderland come forward. Embleton plays it back to Ballard, to Neil, to Alessi. Plays it forward to Sang Bin, but intercepted. And now Wallace is on the ball. He plays it to Phillips. Back to Østergaard. Over to Oxford. Oxford brings the ball forward in a bit of space. Tries to find Tavares, but it's cleared by Aless. Yakushlu plays it to Tavares though. He goes over to Yakushlu. He finds Wallace through the gap. What a goal from Jed Wallace on the volley. 1-0 up in the first 5 minutes. Very, very nice way to treat the people that beat us earlier this season. Great team goal. Really nice. Excellently played ball. What a hit as well. Beautiful. We've not let them have any shot. Just as I speak, I was going to say they haven't had any shots, but they have. Embleton on the free kick, hits the crossbar and goes out. Just about to say they haven't had a shot, and just as I said it, they'd had 2 shots, but both off target, so I'm fine with that. They are dominating things in possession though. Townsend throws it to Yakushlu, to Oxford. Oxford plays it to Østergaard, goes to Yakushlu. Tries to find a bit of space, back to Østergaard. He gives it to Phillips. Phillips plays it over to Oxford, and these 3 have been absolutely fantastic as centre-backs for us this season so far. Back to Østergaard again, just passing it around between them, trying to find a gap. They give it to Doyle. Doyle to Furlong. He gives it to Wallace. Wallace plays a great ball in for Tavares. Wow. And that's an awesome goal as well. Lovely little touch. Dinks it in the air for himself. Hits it on the volley. Ridiculous. 17 games unbeaten we'd be as well. If we win this game, we'll be 17 games unbeaten. And that actually beats our previous record of things. And if we get a clean sheet, I did see this in an email before, if we get a clean sheet today, Josh Griffiths will have beaten David Button's record from last season as well. I think he only managed to get 9 clean sheets. So, hoping for a pair of records being broken in this match today. Also, we're on 69 points. Lol. That's always fun. Coming to the end of the half though, and there is a quick highlight. Oxford plays it to Yakushlu. He gives it back to Griffiths. Plays it back over to Oxford. Moves it down the line to Townsend, who's on a booking. Yakushlu launches it forward for Grant. Great touch. Tackled by Fiamozzi, but he picks up the loose ball again. Plays it in the middle, can't find Tavares. Matete plays it long. And Yang Sung Bin, I think that's his name, Sang Bin, plays it into the middle. Now we've got Phillips on the ball. Phillips bringing it forward, gives it to Furlong, who's got acres of space. Taking it down the right, gets his cross in, finds Tavares, heads it over Button. Goal number 25 of the season for him, which is absolutely incredible. And 3-0 up just before the break. Wow. Sometimes a plan comes together for you on Football Manager, and we have had an amazing season so far. What a goal. The boys are just playing so well together, and I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I do think the additions we've made have made this team absolutely dominating in this league. Yeah, a number of shots have been fantastic. I mean, you look at this first team. The only ones who were here before, 2 wing backs, but you're only playing because we don't have our starter. Yakushlu was here last season. Wallace was here last season. Grant was here last season. Bench, you're part of the start. You're part of the start. You were out on loan. You're part of the starting team. You're part of the starting team. So we've pretty much changed the starting 11 bar 2 or 3 players. And maybe that's what West Brom need to do in real life. Doyle plays it in the middle though. It's cleared. Play back in the middle. Nathan Phillips gives it to Grant. Bottom corner. 4-0 against Sunderland. This is payback. This is payback for them beating us. I think it was 2-1 earlier this year. This is great work. Lovely little cross. Tried to get the clearance away, but we managed to retrieve the ball. Grant in acres of space, and their keeper didn't stand a chance. Right in the bottom corner. I love winning. I love winning. I know that's probably a very obvious thing to say when you're playing a game like Football Manager, or any game, but winning is just so good. Oxford plays it wide to Townsend. He's tackled by Bennett though, and he plays it in the middle, tries to find a teammate. Almost cleared by West Brom. Townsend on the ball, gets it down to Grant, and it's out of the danger area. He plays it to no one but Tavares. They're having like a game between him and the centre-backs. 09 plays it forward and he finds Clark. Clark making himself a bit of space, but the shot deflected. Back out with Sirkin. Trying to get the cross in, gets it over to Neil. And deflected, goes out for a corner for Sunderland. Again, not wanting to speak too soon, but usually these kind of extended replays with corners like that, yeah, they fizzle out to nothing. Griffiths gathers easily. Let's make a sub or two after this free kick. Doyle plays it in the middle. Can't find a teammate. Clark chasing it down. Makes it past the West Brom defender. Running towards our goal now. Good tackle from Oxford. Slows him down. Clark plays it back to Bennett. In the middle. Off the crossbar. Cleared by Phillips. Jesus. We want the clean sheet, boys. Let's not mess it up. Everyone on the bench looking complacent, which is such a concern. I might bring on... Ooh, who could we do? Handel for Doyle. And Diangana for Carlin. And just give them... Oh, you can't give any feedback. I mean, fine. They're on. Bit of rotation. Rest some of the boys. Fiamozzi throws it in. Tries to find Coburn. He gets it down to Pritchard. Chips it in the middle for Clark. No clean sheet today. That's a goal back for Sunderland. Clean sheet's still a bit of an issue for us. They really are. Nicely worked goal from Sunderland, though. And acres of space being given to Clark there by our centre-backs. And Griffiths wrapping himself around the goalpost. Brutal. Anything that we could do? Struggling to meet the pace of the match. That's always a worry. Is there anyone we can bring on? We can bring on TGH. He's not great there. Can I swap you two round? It's not any better, really. I guess Taylor's going to have to do a job at right back. At left back, sorry. And then let's maybe bring on Dara for Østegard. And then let's also bring on DK for Tavares. Oh no, Tavares is on a hat-trick. We'll bring on Moat for Yukushlu. And try to go out there and have an impact, please, boys. Make sure we don't concede any more goals, please. Just as I say it, Roberts with the free kick, plays it in the middle. Oxford clears. Does he get it to Tavares? No, he doesn't. Clark clears. And good tackle from Tavares, slowing down the play. 09 on the ball, plays it to Neil. Finds Roberts. He plays it through the middle. Furlong heads it back to Griffiths. And what will happen now? Anything going to happen? He's taking his time. Plays it forward. Can't find Tavares. And Sirkin on the ball. Tries to find Roberts. Moat tries to find Diangana. Played in the middle for Coburn. Over the bar. Over the bar. We'll take over the bar. They've had a lot more shots than us, which is probably down to the second half. They've probably gone a bit more attacking against us, but we've managed to get the win out of it. 4-1 very comfortably. Really hanging on to that first place in the league now. Yeah, we can't afford to get complacent because that's what we do. That's what happened to us last season. We just went down the league, and that wasn't fun. 5 points clear of Brighton, although they beat Cardiff 4-0 today. Pair of goals for Rob Holding, centre-back, scoring some goals. Good effort, lads. Cool. Not too bad, though, and yeah, we will see you in the next fixture, which is against my personal rivals, Sheffield Wednesday. Again, if you're not sure why, they knocked us out of the FA Cup in the first season, and I still haven't kind of got over it. So, yeah, newly promoted, struggling down in 23rd. You'd like to think it's an easy 3 points. Anyway, I will see you there. Okay, into the third and final game on today's episode. We're against Sheffield Wednesday, away. No massive changes to the squad. Laborda's come in for... who was it he came in for? Oxford, who's going to sit this one out. And Carl is back in the squad. Swift has also been brought in just to give him a bit of game time. And same for Diangana and DK, who needs to keep his fitness up. Anyway, into the game we go. And again, you'd like to think it's a game we should be winning. But this game can be cruel when it feels like it. And when it feels like it, very much so. Josh Windass, the only one there I recognise. And Layla doesn't think Laborda should be played, but he's very unhappy that he hasn't been played enough recently. So got to try and keep in his good books. Anyway, diving into the game. They're 23rd, we're first. This should be an easy win. However, FM has FM'd me before and will continue to FM me. So I imagine it will be a bit tricky, this match. Or it will do its best to be tricky at least. And already we're looking pretty dominated and nothing's really happening in this match. Might drop a bit of encouragement on the boys. See if that livens them up a little bit. See if they fancy doing anything of any merit. Oh, we've had a shot. Are we going to get any sort of highlight? We have seen nothing in this first half. Oh God, I spoke. Wednesday with a free kick, cleared by Østegård. Doyle picks up the cleared ball. Plays it to Diangana. He's running at the Sheffield Wednesday defence. Tries to find DK, but that's a bad pass. And Mbete plays it to Marçal. Marcal played long by Furlong. Gordon picks it up though. Sheffield Wednesday just passing it around. Palmer on the ball. Plays it to Marcal again. You can't help but think they're going to do something here. Phillips, bad touch. Goal before the break to Sheffield Wednesday. They continue to be the thorn in my side in this game. I'm developing a real level of hate for them, which is a shame because in real life I think Darren Moore's their manager and Darren Moore's ex-West Brom, and I love Darren Moore, so very frustrating. 1-0 down at the break. Get your act together, sort this out. Who's playing? I mean, that was all a mistake by Nathan Phillips. We'll give him a few minutes to sort himself out. Østegård's also on a booking, which is a bit of a cause for concern. Demand more. Here we go. Swift and Doyle passing it around. Smith picks it up, but Laborda's on the ball now. He plays it over to Phillips. Phillips in the middle to Doyle. He plays it down the line to Furlong. Can he get the cross in? He can to DK. Diangana at the back stick. Bottom corner. And we are level in the 56th minute. Okay. Hopefully a comeback is on. They are picking up a lot of bookings. Hopefully one of their players will get sent off. Or two, or three. Good cross. Yeah, well read by Diangana. Good that they're all moving up as a 3 as well. It just means more chances for goals. Which is what I like to see. I think I'm going to take Østegård off just because I don't like that he's on a booking. I really don't want us to get a red card. O'Shea is going to come on for him. And you know what, DK, you're not playing great. I'm going to bring on Tavares. Trust you to be the difference. Make me proud. Go on, a homegrown and a new youngster. I expect good things from both of you. Maybe drop a bit of encouragement on them. Although Tavares looked nervous coming on. That's never a good sign. Wallace is looking knackered. We'll bring on Grant and swap these boys round. We will take off Furlong for Hickman, and I'm going to bring on Yukushlu for Doyle and swap these boys round. Give team talk. Come on, make a difference for us, boys. See if you can help us get a winner. I just don't understand this new thing. Look nervous coming on. It's very frustrating. Demand more. Last few minutes. Maybe go attacking. Not worth it now. We've run out of time. And there it is. It's a 1-1 draw against Sheffield Wednesday. We're noticing a pattern with the games we're picking. 2 wins and a draw. That was very disappointing. We're still first, so there's nothing really to be annoyed about. And we were away. They were second from bottom though, so that should have been a win. Brighton drawing as well, so that's not the worst. And there's a massive gap developing between us two and Southampton. So you'd like to think that the league is going between either us or Brighton, but we'll see how things go. Shame, real shame. Should have won that one. Anyway, if we have a little look ahead at where we're going with things, we do have our FA Cup match against Colchester. I don't want to be that guy, but I feel like we're going to qualify from that one. So what I might do is play through that, see how we get on, and we'll join you for the Brighton game. We'll do Birmingham and Brighton, or depending on when the 5th round is, we'll try and include that as well if we get through. I imagine we're going to beat Colchester. Stranger things have happened though. So that's where we're going to pick things up. Definitely for the Brighton game. Hopefully the 5th round is around then as well. And we'll try and include that in some capacity. If not, then it will be Birmingham and Brighton, and we will pick things up from there and see how we're getting on. Hopefully the good form continues though. Again, haven't lost since that Sunderland game early on in the season, and it's been pretty decent. So we've just got to hope that we keep the good form up and see if we can get ourselves promoted. There is going to be a little transfer window as well, but I can't see us doing anything for that realistically. There's nobody I want to sign. There's nobody I want to get rid of, so I think we're all going to be good. That's where we're going to leave things though. If you've enjoyed yourself, please give us a little follow, give us a little subscribe and like the video. It helps me out loads. And if you want to go and see more of my content, you can go and give me a follow over on Twitch. Link is down in the description. Otherwise, I will see you at the Brighton game.